but it was a big one, the eventual game winner. TCU, Helena Sverresdottir and Emily Carter, both named to the All-Conference team. Ice, the player of the year. Jeff Mitty, the head coach. The awards keep rolling in for the Horned Frogs as Jeff Mitty,
had big numbers all around. 16 rebounds for Halie Whipple in that game, 6 assists. Even though she only had 5 points, she was an impact player.
Halie Sawyer and Star Crawford jump it up. TCU starts with the ball. Helena Sverresdottir, player of the year.
Utah's going to come out in their man-to-man defense. That's pretty much what they do, is play man-to-man defense. TCU has a lot of options on offense.
Crawford squeezes up the shot, chasing it down. Did not touch the rim, so the shot clock down to 6. Carter, now Sverresdottir has got to put it up. Wild shot, and the shot clock violation. Good start for Utah defensively. They're bread and butter.
Yeah, Utah wants to make this a half-court game, definitely. Quality half-court defensive sets would be perfect against TCU. We see TCU coming up with a little 2-2-1 three-quarter court zone defense here. One of the things Utah doesn't have is a lot of depth, and they have played 2 games already in this tournament, and they don't have depth at the point guard position, so expect them to come out and put a little bit of pressure on the Utah guards.
Shot clock down to 10, and Utah not even into their offense yet. Now 7. Here goes Badon. Gets a step, lays it up, and travel.
That's a great move right there by Badon. For a sophomore, good recognition, even though she was under pressure. It looked like a pretty good move right there. Maybe a little long extra, a little bit of an extra half step there, but that's something Janita Badon did. Talk about that 4 overtime game against TCU. Some of her key baskets were just like that.
Sverresdottir misses the layup. Chased down by Whipple. Out of bounds. Off of TCU. Utah ball. 3rd game in 4 days for Utah. How do you expect them to come out? How have they handled it?
I really expect them to do pretty well. I talked to the coaching staff at Utah, and they took the day and walked through. They felt like, hey, we had a day off in between. The girls would much rather be playing rather than practicing. They're excited.
Knocked away by LaFleur. And TCU basketball. We have arrived in the semifinals, and let's take a look at the brackets to see how we got to this point. Utah with wins over Air Force and in overtime over New Mexico. TCU just kind of been chilling out, waiting to play here on Friday.
Yeah, certainly with the bye. And then in the other bracket, San Diego State with the win will be playing BYU, who was the other team that was chilling out. Hopefully not too chilly.
Offensive rebound from Mangum, stripped away by Wachowski.
Yeah, Utah really making TCU work in that half-court set. That's one of the trademarks of Elaine Elliott teams. They're so good defensively.
Badon to Sawyer, lays it up and in. First basket of the game.
Yeah, Badon's going to get a lot of pressure here today from the point guards and the quick guards for TCU. Her job's going to be to take care of the basketball, score when she can, and find her teammates like in that situation.
3-pointer on the way, swished home by Mangum.
Yeah, great job by Mangum. Mangum's one of 2 guards that are small, quick, and can really, really create offensively. She and TK LaFleur in the starting lineup have been here for the last 5 or 6 games. 2 seniors that would love to get a win here.
TCU a 36% three-point shooting team, 1 for 1 here in the early going.
And TCU playing a man-to-man defense as well. Tough shot right there by Halie Whipple. TCU's a team that will play man-to-man. They'll also play zone because they've got those big wing players and can play with big lineups.
Wachowski gets her pass knocked down into the hands of Badon. Sverresdottir and Mangum chasing her.
Yep.
Another first step. Good explosive step by Badon.
Yeah, and just watching Jeff Mitty right now over on the sideline, not happy at all with his defense against Janita Badon. She has done a really nice job of handling this pressure, and we said it when she went to the hoop earlier. She got called for travel, had an assist, and now another basket for her. They're going to have to figure out how to defend her better.
Sawyer defending Sverresdottir.
Sverresdottir so versatile. Number 4 in white. You see her handle the ball and now posting up down low. That's what makes her the player of the year in the Mountain West Conference.
Shot clock at 5, forced up. And another miss for TCU, just 1 of 5
Well, other than Mangum's shot, that three-pointer she knocked down, really uncomfortable on offense, TCU is.
Rachel Messer, freshman. Sawyer, now Whipple. Whipple fading away, rattles out. There's Wachowski with an offensive rebound. Hands it off to Whipple, drives, misses.
Just a little surprised, I think, to catch the ball right there, Kaylee Whipple.
The 1 seed going up against the 4 seed, semifinals for the women on the mountain.
Assist, and, well, you know, squeeze the Whipple. You remember that one, right, Mike?
Too bad there wasn't a Sharman on this team.
Yeah, actually, it's don't squeeze the Sharman. But you got to squeeze Whipple. You've got to contain her somehow, especially late in games when she can make key shots.
Whipple off to an 0-3 start. 1 of 12 in Utah's last game over New Mexico. Sawyer feeding the post to Wachowski and called for traveling.
That's too bad. That was a pretty good move. We've seen Wachowski be so dominant in the low block area. She got off to a slow start in the game on Wednesday, but she is very skilled as a freshman in the paint.
Back cut, nice recovery by Badon.
Yeah, terrific job. Badon's really got some great quickness. The question is, can she stay under control and maintain control? Just a sophomore, split minutes last year with Hannah Stevens, another freshman, and got a lot of experience and is growing up before our eyes, actually, on the court for Utah.
Her 69 steals lead the Utes. And that is now 4 turnovers for Utah. Delisa Gross into the game.
TCU also has some very quality young players. Star Crawford, obviously the starter, number 11 in the middle, has been just dynamite on the interior. And Delisa Gross, number 22, just made that pass, has been pretty good too.
Shot clock down to 2. Carter hoists it up on a fresh shot clock and a nice pass underneath, laid up and in by LaFleur.
Yeah, and that pass right there by Delisa Gross to LaFleur, terrific. Good job by LaFleur. She's always around the basket, around something good that happens. Delisa Gross is one of those players that comes off the bench, and I just like the energy and spark she brings to this TCU Lady Frog team. See the offensive rebound here, right place, right time, good length, nice look inside. She had a couple of options. She couldn't have even taken that shot, but 22 Delisa Gross has been tremendous. I like her ability to put the ball on the floor, her quickness.
Utah with those 4 turnovers, is it their lack of offensive execution or what TCU's doing defensively? There's a bump foul on Thompson.
Well, I think, obviously they're wanting to make sure Badon has a lot of pressure when she's handling the basketball. One of the turnovers by Badon, obviously with that travel. Wachowski underneath maybe rushed a little bit on that shot. Utah, they can afford to have turnovers. They just can't be live ball turnovers. And, the difference is huge. One, TCU takes the ball out of bounds and they can set up their half-court offense. Utah can. The other one, it's going the other way for maybe an easy basket by TCU. And the same thing actually is true with a shot. In a situation where there's a long rebound like that play right there, TCU is really ready to run and wants to get out and get an easy one.
TCU averaging 73 points per game. They are the number 1 scoring offense in the Mountain West. Verisdottir long on the 3, Badon the rebound.
What I like about what Utah's doing right now is they're really taking them out of rhythm. And TCU is a team that likes to roam a little bit on offense, let Verisdottir maybe put the ball on the floor. Not able to do that here early.
Holding foul against Rachel Rentschler. Elaine Elliott
yelling at Rachel Rentschler right there. I think she said, "Rach!" And I just think she's talking to her young freshman who's in the starting lineup for most of the season and saying, be patient with those passes. A lob pass is very risky against a team that has good help side defense and quick people that can cover a lot of ground, which TCU definitely has out there.
Messer comes out, Ivalani Rodriguez.
The 2-3 zone right now by TCU. They'll switch things up.
Whipple off the curl, misses, rebound by Mangum.